Hi, I'm Dr. J. Today, you and I are going to make peanut butter eggs. Oh my gosh, they're going to be coated with white chocolate and some dark chocolate. These are to die for, and they're so simple, which is even better. Honestly, I've been making these now for quite a while because, I got to make sure they taste good for you all, right? We've been enjoying them. So it's just a few ingredients. So I have 2 cups. This is just a creamy peanut butter. I'm sure you could use the one with the nuts in it. I haven't done that before, but we like them creamy. Just want to make sure you're using a good brand, right? You don't want a lot of extra sugars and salts and all that kind of stuff in there. A little bit of maple syrup, again, some good stuff, and a little bit of vanilla paste, or you could use vanilla extract. That would be fine, either one. And I'm also using almond meal. So this is actually gluten-free. I know sometimes you have friends that have issues with gluten. So this is gluten-free for any of your friends. Almond meal, you could actually substitute with almond flour. The only difference is almond meal is the whole thing. It's just ground up. Almond flour is just blanched and it's peeled. So that's the only thing. But this is just a little bit denser. I love the texture. If you don't have that, almond flour is fine. So that's it. So we've got the peanut butter already in. Gonna add the almond flour. We're gonna add a little bit of this vanilla bean paste. Just so yummy. And these are something you can make, literally any day of the week. They freeze well. Granted, they're not gonna last that long. Okay, and this is the maple syrup going in. All right, just gonna mix it all together. But these are a great snack. And I also find too, I don't know, it's the peanut butter, they're kind of filling. I don't know about you, but after lunchtime, especially when I'm at work, I don't know what that is. I always want something a little sweet. So these will do the trick. All right. Oh my gosh, this smells good already. I could just eat that with a spoon. I don't know. I love peanut butter. But the other thing too is I haven't tried this using another butter, but I'm sure, it would be delicious if you use an almond butter or, cashew, anything like that would be fine. Okay. Gonna move everything out of my way and I'm gonna show you how to get these assembled. So I just have 1.5 tablespoon scoop and I'm just gonna scoop away. And I like it because it just, makes them a little bit, kind of an even, right? Put them in your hand like that. I like to play with my food anyways. And we're just gonna put these down and I'm just gonna flatten them just a little bit and make it a little bit like of an oval shape. Kind of looks like an egg, right? Delicious, I promise you. Okay, so good. So I'm just gonna continue. This will make about 24 of these, which is excellent because I'm gonna coat half of them in a white chocolate and then half of them in a dark chocolate. And they're just gonna be so amazing. And what I'm gonna do is once I've got these all these formed, I'm gonna pop them in the freezer about an hour. You want them to get nice and soft. So when you melt the chocolate, they don't come apart. So I'm just gonna keep building here. We're gonna get these into the freezer and we'll show you how they turn out. Amazing. Okay, don't they look cute already? Okay, so these are ready for the freezer. These basically made 22 and then kind of a little one, which will be for me after we test them in a little bit. So I'm gonna show you what these look like. All right, they're going in the freezer, about an hour. Okay, so our little peanut butter eggs just came out of the freezer. So now I've got a bowl with my white chocolate, a bowl with the dark chocolate. I've got 3/4 of a cup, and I'll have all the measurements in the description below. But I'm gonna put 1 tablespoon of good coconut oil in each. This is gonna make it nice and shiny in each. Okay, so now that's gonna go in the microwave. It's gonna go for 30 seconds at a time. 30 seconds, take out, give it a little stir, and then 30 seconds and it should be done. Okay, so I got the chocolate all nice and melted, right? Just takes just about a minute in the microwave, but I would check it at 30 seconds. Okay, so I do want to kind of move quickly because these start to defreeze and they get a little bit softer. So I'm just going to take one at a time. I'm going to put it in the chocolate, and I have my helper.
That smells so good.
Right?
Yeah.
And then I just kind of like it to drain just a little bit, just like that. Okay. It's a little messy, but it's so worth it. Okay. And then he's just going to finish with a little sprinkling salt, just like that. Isn't that cute? Okay. So another one's going to go in. Okay.
I can't wait for the white chocolate.
I know. Yeah, he loves the white chocolate.
Who's with me? Comment below, white or dark. Come on.
You know, honestly, I like milk chocolate. I like them all, really, but I know the dark chocolate's supposed to be better for you, but I really like milk chocolate. I like the creaminess. And it's okay if they get a little messy. We're going to make them look a little bit better when we're done. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to just continue rolling, getting the chocolate all on these. Yeah.
I wish they could smell these.
I know.
It's so good.
It's so good. Okay. Just use your fingers like that. And this would be a fun thing to do with kids, right? And I'm telling you, these are so much better than those things you get in the store.
Oh, yeah.
And
the chocolate these days doesn't even taste the same as it used to.
I agree.
I don't know what they're doing to the chocolate, but it's terrible.
Yep. And it's all good ingredients, right? And we used organic chocolate here. And I think it's fun when the kids have part in it, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right. And these will get nice and firm when they go in your refrigerator. Because after we're done with this, these will just go in the fridge, but they will stay nice and firm. So it's just this part here.
Honestly, if they last 2 days, that's probably all you need. If they
last.
maybe
I know.
we should eat them in 1 day.
I know. We were just talking to my sister-in-law, his sister, Alicia, on the phone. She's coming out for Easter. And we were telling her we were just making these right now. And she's like, will there be any left? I'm like, well, we might have to make some more when you get here.
Yeah, not looking good.
Yeah.
We'll save room for the white ones.
Well, I know. I'm going to do, let's see, how many have we done so far?
6.
6. Okay. We're going to do about 10 or so, or 11 or so of these. Do about half.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we've already done the dark chocolate ones. We're going to move on to the white chocolate. My honey, I know, my honey's favorite.
Yep.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
And we're going to let these just kind of drip off a little bit.
Wow.
Looks really good, huh? And then just top it with a little bit of...
And this is finishing salt. This isn't just like regular plain old salt. It's this Malden finishing salt flakes.
Yeah.
And they're like little pyramids or something. It's really cool.
You know, it's funny. We were out in Arizona. It was last year. I don't know. I lose track of time. But did a video with my cousin Danielle, which was so fun. You'll have to watch that one. But she's the one that actually turned me on to it. Yeah. I was not familiar with cool. With that kind of salt, and
it's fancy.
It is fancy, and I love using it. So, I mean, why not? And it just gives you like that kind of sweet, salty, savory kind of thing. All right.
Love it.
Yeah.
I mean, the first batch of these you made, I don't think we put salt on top, and they were really good.
Right.
But then the next batch you put the salt on, I was like, oh.
Yes.
Wow, it makes a big difference.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
But this is our first batch of white chocolate. So
it is. I think they're going to be
really excited.
I think they're going to be really cute. It is a little messy. That's why it's nice to have Eric doing this with me, because my hands get a little messy.
Yeah, well, you do the hands messy part, and I'll
he definitely does not like to do that. But this is so fun.
You're right, though. Get the kids involved.
Right. Yeah.
Especially something sweet. I'm sure they really appreciate
Maybe
that.
we'll bring this. Maybe we'll bring when we go over. Maybe we'll bring. I can bring all the makings of this. Yeah. That might be fun. It's really the great thing about it is it's just a few ingredients.
Did I miss one?
Oh, you might have. We were talking. That's what happens when we start talking.
How do I do that?
It's happening. We're getting to that age, you know.
Stop.
All right. This is. It's interesting though that the white chocolate is a little bit almost thicker than the dark chocolate. So there we go. Okay. And then what I do is when we plate them, I'm going to take off the little extra. We'll make it look nice and pretty. Not that anybody's going to care because they taste so good. All right, well, we're going to finish these up and we're going to get them tasted for you in just a minute. Can't wait. Right? I know, we've been waiting for these for a while, right? Aren't they cute?
Yes.
I mean, not only are they cute though, they're amazing. Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you that before because we've been eating these actually for a couple weeks.
To perfect the recipe.
Well, quality control,
that's right? The name's quality control.
Yeah, and they really have. I actually have altered the recipe a couple times, and I think these are actually perfect.
But it's the first time we've done white chocolate.
Yes.
It was a little unruly, wasn't it?
It actually was a little bit stickier. Yeah. So I put, you can put a little bit more coconut oil in. It just hardened up a lot quicker than the dark chocolate did, but
it's so worth it.
So worth it. And I'm telling you, you saw what was in it, a few ingredients, all good stuff. So you don't have to feel guilty about eating these. So we're going to go ahead. I'm just going to stop talking.
Let's do it. Cha-ching.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's so good.
Wow, look at that.
All right.
That's fabulous. And whoever put the finishing salt on there.
Perfection.
Mm-hmm.
Those are so delicious.
That makes a big difference, though, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. A little bit of salt on there.
I mean, you just crave that something sweet. Not only are these beautiful for your holiday table, right? They're fun, but you could make these in any shape you want. You could make them in little balls, however you want. They're just a great snack to have around.
They're so much better than those store-bought things.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah. You know what's in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we hope you make these. We hope you share these with your friends and your family. If you have not subscribed yet, please do that. And don't forget to click that bell. That way you know when our next video is coming out. We hope you have a wonderful Easter. We love y'all.